matter with your life?
Why you tryna mess with mine? Don't keep sweating what I do, cause I'm gonna be just fine. Check it out, if I
Wanna take a guy home with me tonight?
it's none of your business.
And if she wanna be a freaky and sell it on the weekend?
None of your business.
Now you shouldn't even get into who I'm giving skins to.
It's none of your business.
Yes.
Child, what made you think of that one?
It's none of your business.
That was
What
none
I
of your
do.
business.
What I do.
Oh.
Ain't none of your business.
I was in keeping with the topic today.
There you go.
What's up? I'm Merc B.
And I am cute.
And this is the Tag Team, the show about dating and relationships from a black, gay perspective. Once again, thank you all so much for watching, and we are glad to have you here today. What is the topic about?
Yo, this topic is from you, Merc B. I thought it was interesting. Shaming in the black gay community. How we shame each other for different things. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So here's the
Yo.
dilly. I was talking with another friend of mine, and we were just talking about, different things, dating, and guys in the scene, different things, and
Yep.
we started talking about different people that we know, different personalities, and in one of the conversations, I will take the onus for it.
Okay.
I accused somebody of being a hoe ass, floor bag, hoe ass, bitch ass, you know what I'm saying, smut ass.
You ain't talking about me, are you?
Thought ass bitch. No, I wasn't talking about you.
Oh, okay. I was getting ready to say.
Right. I know it's hard. I know the descriptions are very similar.
Yeah, I know it sounds a lot like you.
Is it? But it's not. It wasn't though. But and my homeboy was like, well, why is you like going at somebody
Right.
talking about what the fuck they do? Like, why are you talking about
It's none of your business.
It's none of your business. Why are you talking about, what they doing and everything? So we went into the whole spiel about, trying to slut shame. So
Yeah.
I told Q about that, and he said, well, let's just flip it and take it to all the other things in the community that we tend to shame and
Absolutely.
talk about
'Cause there's a lot of shaming in the community.
Right, it's a lot of shame.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
Oh, wait, okay, it's a shame,
It's a shame, that all the shaming that's in the community. So we wanted to address it. So we had a list, of course, of the different ways that gay guys shame other gay guys.
Yeah.
And it's the other ways people shame people.
It's
so
very naughty.
It's very naughty.
All right,
And we're
so
going to talk about it now.
let's talk about it right now.
You have your list there.
Right here. Sure, I have a list.
Great.
The first thing
Let's
on the
get
list.
salted.
Bottom shaming.
Well, y'all. Okay, yeah. Everybody do it.
It's crazy. It is really crazy. Why is it such a negative thing? Why does it have such a negative connotation to be a bottom in the black gay community?
The shade is with the bottom shaming is all the anti-feminism that is kind of built in and baked in to our society.
Well, I think that's one thing, but I think also it's going to be the next point on the list too, that you said people associate bottoms with being whores. You can't be a classy bottom.
Right. Why does Nancy right? Why does it have to be you just a bottom? Why does why does that even have to be qualified with another adjective?
Because I don't care what you say, Merc B is not a nasty bottom.
I am not a nasty bottom.
He is the Michelle Obama.
I am the Michelle Obama.
He is
I am a Michelle Obama.
He's Michelle Obama.
Yeah. Bitch, you ain't gonna call me too many more bottoms on this show.
Why? You got a problem with being a bottom?
No, I don't have a problem with being a bottom.
Ain't nothing wrong
But that's
with
none of your business.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a bottom, is it?
Ain't nothing wrong with being a bottom.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't it cute?
You gotta shut up, nigga.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Last time I checked, you gotta have a bottom, have a top.
Honey, and the last time I checked, tops like bottoms.
Right, so there's another interesting point. Anybody you hear talking about, oh, she a bottom, oh, she a bottom.
Anybody talking about they a top and telling you that they don't like no bottom, ain't no top. Next question.
The next one on the list is what Merc B said, because I want him to talk about it a little bit. Hoe or slut shaming.
Slut shaming. Slut shaming. You have a friend out there, and she's always at the prides letting 10 niggas bust nuts in her ass. And you want to talk to your other friends like, oh, she nasty because she let 10 niggas bust nuts in her ass.
Okay.
First of all, let's really get into this. You know what I'm saying?
She's a slut. She's a hoe. She's
a freak.
Got a different dick
every day of the week. No shade. No shade. It's kind of, to me, it seems just kind of, I don't know how to say this, reductive for gay men to actually apply some of these heterosexist views about sex and sexual expression to the gay community. So facts, like, you are already an outlier of, you know, the sexual majority, yet and still we still find a way and a means to further marginalize and compartmentalize each other.
Yeah.
You know,
to me, you know, that whole thing, that's a very, you know, subjective thing anyway, because what I consider to be a hoe, you may consider to be just a run-of-the-mill, everyday, normal thing.
Well, I would even challenge you to say, which I was challenged, you know, which brought on this conversation.
Yeah.
I would challenge you to say that, you know, the whole label doesn't necessarily apply
to gay men.
To gay men.
Well, I won't say that.
Well, no, and I'll say to people, because we want to take this out.
Okay.
You know, because I mean, I think when we talk about, like, you know, Beyonce being so sexually expressive right now,
all right,
Nicki Minaj, them taking ownership of their own sexuality.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think it is a good thing.
Right, but my pastor think they hoes.
At most, you know what I'm saying? Most people at this time think they're hoes because, you know, we're used to that, and that has been the law of the land up until now.
You're making an excellent point. However, you know what I'm saying? Like, still, it could be kind of applicable because, you know, we all are obviously gay men. We're having sex for recreation. It's not for procreation. Am I right?
It's not for procreation, and it's not always for recreation.
Okay, well then those that are doing it for recreation, they're hoes.
Some people do it as a vocation. To my sisters.
Stupid.
My trouble sisters.
Those would be hoes too.
They would be. That's right. Categorically, they are hoes.
Right.
If you're doing it for a vocation.
That's a hoe.
Oh,
you're getting paid for that.
You're getting paid for that.
So we figured it out.
So I stand corrected. There's a place for that.
So I'm not a hoe because I'm not getting paid.
You're not getting paid. You're not getting paid. And I will not call you a hoe until you get paid for it. You know what I'm saying? And don't call me a hoe unless I'm getting paid for it.
I know that's right.
That's right.
So if the next time the person that hoe shames me, throw me a few dollars.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
And you have the right to call me a hoe. Throw me a few dollars. Wonderful. Right. Wonderful.
The next one is it was two, but we kind of wanted to put it together because I think in the black gay community a lot of times we put it together.
Okay.
Fat shaming, femme shaming, or fat and femme shaming.
Them feminine fat.
Feminine fat.
Them feminine fat.
Or I would like to call fat femophobia.
Yeah, okay, or femme fatophobia. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No fats, no femmes. Y'all know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't act like you don't.
Don't act like you don't.
You know what I'm talking about.
Don't act like you don't.
Why is that such a problem?
I don't know.
You like the fatty girls.
Fatty girls, yes.
Fatty girl.
Fatty girl.
Right. Well,
fatty girl. No, but seriously, like, yes. We know.
Well, let me break it down first because we have to break down those two.
Okay.
Let's talk about femme first. Okay. Come on now. I don't have an issue with feminine men, and why is that such a problem? Why do we shame feminine men? And butch queens, our BQs out there, are sometimes the worst culprits for that.
Is that still going on?
Yes.
Is that, are people still out there? Because I, you know what? I feel like I understand what you're saying, but honestly, I feel like out in the gay community now, I do not encounter that as much as I used to, let's say, 5 years ago.
What's that?
The femme shaming, where guys are like really selective and deselecting the feminine guys. What? And I asked
this. More tolerance now.
I think it was okay. Do you find that now that the groups have, I guess, completely just like separated and segregated, and maybe I don't see it as much anymore because I'm not per se in the category of purse wearing femme, you know what I mean? And I'm not makeup wearing femme or high heel wearing femme,
right.
As opposed to, you know, being a cisgendered appearing person that may exhibit some feminine quality.
You are right. People tend in the gay community to flock where they're most comfortable.
Right,
most
to
accepted.
self-segregate.
Absolutely. So I like that. You know, that's very smart. You know, I'm so glad that you've taken Maya Angelou's place.
Okay.
Okay, in this
I try to let all these queens know
you're a phenomenal woman.
how to be phenomenal. You know, I've never been cute or built to suit a fashion queen size. Shout out to Maya Angelou. God bless the dead.
Yes, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But no. But seriously, even I'm a part of the online community a little bit more. I think.
Okay.
You still
a lot more.
Okay, whatever. You just said that's all right. I got to get my jollies where I get my jollies.
I know that's
let
right.
a person love who they love.
Just let a person love.
Let a person love.
Let a person love.
Okay.
Who they love.
But guess what? And everywhere, it's all around us. It's all around us. Masculine. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
I like it all around me.
Okay, it's all around me. Can't you smell it?
Can't you smell it, masculine?
Can you feel?
Ooh, the masculine in the air tonight.
I can feel it coming.
I can feel it coming.
In the air tonight.
on my edges tonight.
But I don't think, maybe it's not as blatant like, it was back in the day, but it's still there. And whenever you throw masculine, what I like is masculine.
Right.
Like, that's just a way of saying
no femmes. Okay, so we got that out of the way.
And you feel
what about the fat shaming now?
Yes.
That's
a tough thing.
That's a tough thing. It's tough for me because
you fat shame.
I don't fat shame. I was just getting ready to say the exact opposite. I was getting ready to say, I was getting ready to say I have a little like soft spot. Pun intended.
Really?
For my
Oh, you want to talk about on your body?
Not on my body, on his body.
Okay.
So sometimes
I put your little pudgy tops.
Sometimes I like.
Okay.
I like my little I like my little pudgy play around.
Okay.
So I'm like that.
That's pudgy in the right spot now.
So now you fat shaming.
No, I'm not.
That was a fat shame. That was a fat shame, wasn't it?
No, be fat. Just be fat in the right area. Be swollen right around that colon.
Be swollen right around that colon. Be bumping Biggie in the back.
Bumping Biggie in the back.
Bumping Biggie. Shout out to Biggie.
Biggie, I like your shirt, by the way.
I like your shirt too. Biggie Smalls, God bless the day.
Right.
Yes. But yeah, we like them bump. Sometimes I like them bumping Biggie in the back.
Okay, right.
And if you happen to be bumping a little Biggie in the front too, then I'm cool with that. But I know that there are other people that are not as receptive and open to somebody that is a little bit more fuller figure.
But I wonder why. Why is that?
I think generally people think it's unattractive.
Oh, okay.
That's the shade. That's the shade. But at the same time, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I'm not one of those people that would, write somebody off of the list because they are a little bit more rounder than they are square.
Right.
If you know what I mean.
Thank you. I've had some fat snacks before.
Me too, right? I had a little.
It was delectable.
It was good. So I have, you know what I mean? It just I almost wanted to shout somebody out.
That's so sweet.
I did. I wanted to shout somebody out.
I've been there. Now, I don't fat shame now, but if you are big, please wear clothes that are appropriate to your figure. No. Because if you be wearing like these tight t-shirts and stuff like that, then I'm not gonna fat shame you. I'm just gonna look the other way.
Okay.
When I see you.
Okay.
When I see you.
Yes. You want to look the other way. But no, I'm like I said, with that said, I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
That's right.
And those that are out there fat shaming, you need to know that somebody like it. So you need to shut the fuck up.
That's true. Because that's, how should I say it in a very profound way? That's bad.
Yeah. But no, like I said, for those that have fat shamed, have fat shamed in your past, you need to be reminded that somebody do like it, and you can just shut the fuck up and keep it to yourself.
Thank you. Now
you know what I'm saying? Like I heard somebody say, your motherfucking 2 cents ain't going towards the bill.
I love that.
I know that's right.
Okay. The next one is rather serious, and we do it all the time.
Girl, I just had a crick in my neck, girl.
You did?
Girl, I don't know. I think I was, I did back today. Maybe it was just snapping back. It was a snapback, bitch.
Okay.
I did back. Shout out to La Fitness.
You gotta stop wearing them Vivica Fox wigs.
Okay.
From her wig collection. That's hard on the neck.
I gotta go back to Beverly Johnson. I gotta go back to bed.
Gotta go back to Beverly Johnson,
honey.
But no. The next one on our list is a very important one because it's a smaller part of a bigger problem.
Okay.
It's HIV shaming. I don't know a better way to say that.
Okay.
But in our community,
that's HIV, serious.
It's very serious. HIV is such a huge issue in our community, and black men have gotten to the place where, oh, look at him. He got that monster. He got that package. He got that this, that, and the other. It's perpetuating this stigma that it's keeping communication closed. Like, it's hard for gay men to sit down and actually have a real conversation, a true candid conversation about their status because we are HIV shaming.
I get that, and I'll say this as well about the show. What a lot of people may not know about the show on the back end and the production side of it, for a very long time, Q and I have tried to approach this topic and try to approach HIV. Some of you that have watched the show before have seen the Truvada episode that we did, which was very, which we tried to do our best with that. Yeah. However, in the production of the show ongoing in the past year, we just celebrated a year anniversary in October.
Yay,
thank you, all of you, for watching the show. We didn't have a big New Year's party, but we're planning something big for you coming up in the coming months, so we want you to stay tuned for that. But what I wanted to say was, with this, we've always struggled with how to address HIV in the black gay community on our show, because we talk about dating relationships and fuck it and suck it and everything that that goes with it. And HIV is one of those things. You're absolutely right. The fat shaming. I'm still on fat shaming. Shout out to see that the fat is on my mind. Okay. I gotta make some phone calls after this is over. Okay. On my mind. Yes, I do. But with the HIV shaming, like I said, like you said, I'm sorry, it is causing a serious rift, and a serious disconnect in our community. We are not talking about our sex and our status with HIV because of all the shame and the stigma associated with it. So one more thing I wanted to say, shout out to MJ Harris, Good Guys. I don't know if anybody has seen it, but he's a Facebook friend of mine, and he has a group on Facebook, The Good Guys, and he recently appeared on a program with Oprah Winfrey. And shared his story about being HIV positive and taking back the stigma and the shame of that. I so wish that the love that he's exhibited for himself and the courage that he's exhibited through this would be a beacon for those in our own community to let go some of the stigma. Everybody that has that disease is a victim. Everybody that has contracted it is a victim of a virus that is an organism that knows no color, no race, no sexual orientation. It knows nothing about any of the shame and the stigma that we apply to what it is. So
you're right.
I'm sorry, we went off on a rant. I'm probably gonna chop the screw that.
But no, it's so true. It's just like, it just makes it harder and harder for us to have those discussions and to actually have healthy relationships, because you have to have that open and honest communication. And one of my friends told me this the other day. He says, you know what, we were discussing status, and he says he has friends that have been in committed relationships. He knows about one person that they're HIV positive, and he knows about the other person, but those two that are together, they don't know about each other, because they've chosen not to speak about it.
That is a whole another show,
topic, right? And I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, yeah, because they don't want to, no one wants to bring up the conversation. Which I was like, wow, that's pretty deep. But it's all because of this stigma and where we are, and the shame that goes along with it, and not knowing what the repercussions are going to be if you bring that up to another person. And people are so malicious out here. If you do share something like that with them, you never know if they're gonna run and tell that, and then put your business out in the community. And then on top of that, HIV shame so bad in our own community.
Right, that's crazy.
It's another level. It's another level. We gotta stop that.
So we gotta stop it. It's nothing else I can say other than you gotta stop it. Like, you know, it does not, you know, it's a serious topic. With black gay men of color, it should be the most serious topic.
Right.
And it should be handled with a little bit more care and concern
and we should
for
be able
those
to discuss
around
it openly.
you. We should be able to talk about it, and those that are living with it should not be faced with dealing with an unnecessary amount of stigma and shame associated with it. So
here on the tag team, you know, those who are living with HIV, we think they should be celebrated. They should be supported, not avoided.
Yeah, absolutely. And I second that emotion.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next one on the list.
What is the next one on the list? I'm trying to see.
I don't know how else to do it. I'm just gonna say it straight out, like, you know, because if I make up a cute little name, you might not know what I'm talking about. Snow Queen shaming. Shaming black men for dating white men or any person outside their race, but pretty much what?
I just say let a person love, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I'll say black men dating anybody outside of their race, but specifically other like white men.
White men.
You know, we have such an issue with that. If they date Latin or, you know, someone of color, not necessarily black, we don't have as much issue with it. But if it's a white person,
right,
we have a huge issue.
I do know what you mean. We talked about this before the show.
We did.
I decided, since the show had started recording, let a person love
who they love.
Who they love.
But you know, we've talked about it before. I do have an issue whenever, you know, I see someone. I don't mind, like, if it's I'm scared to say it. I'm scared.
Well, we talked about this before in interracial dating.
But we said it. But, you know, why can't you just be yourself and identify with your culture, but still date outside your race?
Well, what about people that, you know, find someone and it's the love of their life and they marry them, but they just dated this person. It wasn't like this was an exclusive preference. Like, what if I meet a guy and he's perfect for me, but he ain't black.
But he happens to be white. I don't have a problem with that because you're not gonna change. You still gonna be bumping Biggie in the back.
It's still gonna be bumping Biggie in the back.
You still gonna be bumping Biggie in the back.
And honestly, if he a white boy, he better be bumping Biggie in the back too.
No, but
you know what I mean.
But you feel what I'm saying? Like, I mean,
right, no.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is Tom, and we only go to art museums on the weekend now. I'm like, no. We going to this rib shack,
right?
And get
these greens and these ribs.
You know what I'm saying? Why can't you still keep it with yourself? When I see that a lot, I do see, you know, black men kind of change up their entire...
kind of whitewash themselves.
They wouldn't say that, but that's what it is.
That's what I'm gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I still want to see chicken grease under your fingernails, even though you date your white boy.
Right.
And then your white boy don't have to be like John B. either,
No, he don't have to be like John B. or Michael Rappaport.
Right, exactly.
He one of the old girls.
Okay. You know what I'm saying?
He one of the old divas.
Right, he could be
the old. Bleep me out. He one of the old wizards.
Right. You know, he ain't gotta be Paul Wall.
He ain't gotta be Paul Wall. But you know what? On the love, Paul Wall sexy as shit. No, I do not. Like, I don't get down like that. But Paul Wall sexy as shit, though.
It's that gangsta grill.
It's that gangsta grill. He the people's champ. Paul Wall. What it do? It's Paul Wall.
Right.
Yes. If he good enough for Jill Scott,
he's good enough for
He's good enough for me.
My whole thing is, you know, he don't even have to be Justin Timberlake. You know what I'm saying? It can really be some vanilla white guy. Like, who's the most vanilla white guy I can think of? Come on.
I don't know.
We don't really watch.
We don't really do it like that. Like, you just say somebody white, what's a white guy? You know?
I don't know.
Kenny Loggins, that sound white. Is that white? Is Kenny Loggins white?
You know, I was thinking about somebody closer to our age group, but
I don't know who
like
that is.
Like a Zac Efron's.
Oh, a Zac Efron's. Yeah, okay, yeah.
Like Zac
But he got a black best friend, so they don't really count.
Okay, who? Michael Jordan?
What's his name?
Same.
DeAndre.
Okay, he don't count then.
Yeah, he don't count.
Okay, so what's another one? Come on, give me another one. Come on. Okay.
Jason Mraz.
Oh, yeah. Like him.
That's white, right? I don't even know who that is. I just hear white people say that.
Yeah, like a Nick Carter or like
Nick Carter.
Jesse McCarthy.
Jesse McCarthy.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking blonde hair, blue eyes.
Okay, Jesse McCartney.
Yeah.
Yes, honey. But he be singing all the black music though.
They all
he
do.
ain't quite.
They all do.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
How did this become about white people?
it is what it is. But I'm like, you know, Jesse, if I'm dating Jesse McCarthy, Jesse, come over here and sup up
Jesse,
this
come on.
collard green.
Okay, some of
Okay.
Jesse.
You gotta get some
I
of that
want
gravy.
biscuits and white bread on the side.
Get some of that gravy on it.
Oh,
It ain't good
okay.
on the gravy.
But don't be fronting when it's time to go to Martha's Vineyard either, in Riesling or something.
Oh, no. I'm down with that.
Okay.
But I still want him to be able to, you know, if he go to the store, baby, you want something? Yeah, pick me some edges by Chicago Joe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need him to be
Shout
able
out
to
to
do that.
Chicago Joe Edges.
I need him to be able to do that. You know, which is crazy.
Bitch, shout out to Chicago Joe Edges.
I know y'all know about Chicago Joe.
I know you
Edges.
bitches that see Chicago Joe.
Because I know y'all bitches that this is crazy. Alright, so, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Just maintain your identity, but you can date outside your race. So you're not
And
gonna
don't
get
shame nobody. Let a person love.
who they love. That is a running theme up
That
in
is
there.
let a person love who they love.
Right. You don't have a right to judge who a person love.
You don't have a right to judge.
Thank you. So yeah,
Was
so
that
that's pretty
it?
much it. Yeah.
Oh, well, guess what? I'm Merc B.
And I'm cute.
And we love you for watching this
So
show
very
here,
much.
the tag team.
Yes.
We want to see you next week. We want to see your comment today, this week.
Yeah.
And we're going to bring everything that you got this week to you next week and in the weeks to come. So we love you for being
Ooh, when you
here.
say it like that, it sounds so fine. Yes.
Thank you for
watching.
watching.
Peace.